Hello, viewers. Okay, I got a holiday gift for you. I did some deep research, and if you're into the paranormal, Ouija boards, want to know about Ouija boards, paranormal investigators, and their science, this research you may enjoy because it's science and the Ouija board. And one thing you should be asking yourself, okay, is if paranormal investigators claim to be science driven, okay, why do they always do the Ouija board's bad and all this stuff, and yet avoid or deny mentioning what actual science claims about the Ouija board? Okay. But so I did the research. Anybody that's been to my paranormal nights that I held at the Humphrey House and maybe a couple other places knows that when I did my paranormal nights, I set up a table with the old Victorian type of talking board where we used wine glass upside down, letters in a circle on a wooden board, and let other people deal with it, use it. I never used it. Never could get a Ouija board to even budge for me. Why is that? Well, read a long time ago how it works, why it works. Okay, so there's even more research on it now. Okay, because science took it up. That's why you still see it in the stores. All right, because the scientific facts they're out there. So I did the research. I got them on a page. It's not what authors, spooky stories, spooky paranormal stories, spooky paranormal want to scare you, investigator stories, and but you have some fun in this, after you read the research and there's links and everything else. And Google Blogger page. I use Blogger for the simple fact it's tied into Google, and might as well use that. And see, my eyes are even bloodshot with all the reading and research I did to get it up there. So it's there. So you have fun with investigators, go on ghost tours, whatever, and say, "What do you think about Ouija boards?" Ooh, you don't want to mess with them. No, I'll stay away from them. They're evil, burn them, whatever. Yeah, well, you know what? Well, you're science, aren't you? You believe in science? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we're investigation. We're ghost tour science and that. Well, then why don't you go along with what science has over the years produced as far as and tested individuals? I know. Yes, I agree. Science was not there if some person claims something happened. There was the investigators. All right. And the sad thing is that there's people that got into the paranormal field that were magicians, bizarre magic magicians. And even Excalibur had one that he was magician, period. And he's still running around doing some things. And they would, paranormal ghost tour would take them there as the real thing. Okay. No. Mm-mm. But that's his gig. Well, he wasn't that good a magician either with the tricks, so it wasn't yeah. But the magic field, it's called bizarre magic. They've gotten into even Ouija boards that they could remotely control that nobody know. They can move on themselves, and if you come across the bells on platforms and stuff like that, and the floating tables. Okay, man. Some places pay good money for those floating tables. All right, up to anywhere from 150 to 300 to 700 bucks. Okay, so depending on what you want to accomplish, I guess. And the other thing is, if you hear a psychic, spiritualist, or whatever bring up the Fox sisters, it started a spiritual movement. Yeah, well, kind of question them. All the Fox sisters got on stage and said everything they did was fake. The floating porn, the table, the wrapping, all that stuff, the floating table and all that. So, but there's some people still pushing it. Now, if somebody says they're running a old Victorian type of seance, yeah, I get that. Real cool. But if they're, pushing themselves off as mediums and they got the chalkboards, or they're doing the Houdini seance and stuff like that, it's magic. And the other thing is even tarot readers now. There's a collection of books on how to do magic with tarot cards, sleight of hands and stuff like that. So take it as being informed. It's still your money. It's still your interest. It's still, that's why I created a ChatGPT, basically Ghosts, Haunted Willow Springs ghost tour for free. It takes you all locations and GPS and everything like that, because all the locations the tours take you to are basically free. So have somebody that wants to, act as a tour guide, be the head of your thing, and read when you get to the locations. Have them do the reading, or each one take a turn doing it. Bring a couple tools, okay, and just enjoy it and enjoy what the article. And happy holidays, everybody. And as we get closer, the happy holidays will turn into Merry Christmas. Talk to you later. Bye bye.